the Superior Adventures Guild, the Undying Sky. I am your DM for the night. My name is Ashley, also known as Minnesota Muse, and I'm going to be entertaining you with a couple of these several of these fine people. And we just want to thank you all for joining us tonight, and we appreciate your support. Uh, so we're going to have some fun. And if you want to get involved with the Spirit Adventures Guild, you can join our Discord for some fun times. We share coffee memes in the morning, and we play some games like some Shadow Dark offline, which was pretty fun, and some Shadow Dark online. So come on by if you want to talk TTRPGs. The other thing is, if you like what you see tonight, consider following and subscribing. That will help us fund our artistic endeavors. So we appreciate it. And a couple of quick shout outs. Please join us every Tuesday for Heroes of Greyhawk, where some of these fine people are players in that game, and DM is Dave. So check out Tuesdays. And we would like to thank our friends at Tabletop Audio who are providing some of this cool music that we are listening to even right now. And we would also like to thank our friends at 2 Minute Tabletop who made most of the maps that we will be using in this game. So, uh, without further ado, I think we should introduce these cool people. So I'm going to go around the table and I'm going to have everybody introduce themselves and tell us who you're playing. And we're going to start it off with Tara.
Hello, everybody. My name's Tara. You can find me on the socials as Your Know Me or You Know Me Too. And tonight I will be playing Blinken Troggenbow, the Rock Gnome Cleric Warlock. Fun combo.
Indeed. Her love of rocks has been shown many an episode here as she can't keep them out of her mouth. All right, next up, Shelly.
Hey yo, Shelly here, also known as Flea Monkey, also known as Hey It's Flea Monkey on Instagram and Threads. Tonight I am playing Jillian Zane, the rogue warlock who doesn't put rocks in her mouth. That's my tagline for tonight.
Yet.
Never.
All right. Next up, we have Tythalanos.
Hello everyone. I am back. My name is Tythalanos. I'm a streamer and gamer. You can catch me on Twitch and Twitter and everywhere as Tythalanos. But tonight I am playing Loyal, a monk warlock. And I'm so happy to be back.
All right. And then we have Andy.
Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Andy, also known as Andy G3D, here on Twitch and other places around the internet. You can find me here on our channel every Tuesday night on Heroes of Greyhawk. But yeah, tonight I will be playing Gren, part artificer, part warlock, part amazing, part animal psychic. I don't know.
Animal Whisperer.
Animal Whisperer. That was what I was looking for. Yeah.
Very humble.
Those are words I needed.
Pretty cool too.
Pet psychic.
Pet psychic. Yeah.
Let me help you. Touch with your pets.
All right. And I just also want to say, I think I missed this, but if you want to get involved in our game, please donate advantages to either the players or to me by donating bits, cheering bits during the game, and you can affect the outcome. So now I think it's time for a recap. All right, everybody. The last time on the Undying Sky, the party traveled the road towards Cherry Springs. Blinken fought and lost a one-on-one battle with a chicken. Um, with some help, but with some help from Minerva, they were able to turn the irritable fowl into soup. The party bedded down for the night and took turns at watches. However, Gren heard beautiful music in the woods and became enchanted by it. Without any preparation, he wandered into the woods to locate the singer. Blinken followed behind him, unsure of what was going on, only to realize that the music was the luring call of a group of harpies. Blinken ran back to camp for reinforcements, leaving Gren to fend for himself for several rounds. Once the group rallied together, it was only a matter of time before the harpies were dispatched. And upon searching the grotto, the group found several fine gems within the moonlight pool. So, where we're leaving off is the party is still in this moonlit grotto. Most of them are severely injured. Um, and there's a bunch of other people back at the campfire that didn't come to the grotto. So, what you guys gonna do?
Well, that was fun. Does anyone need me to carry them back?
I might need a little help. I don't.
Here,
That
lean on me.
sucked.
I'm sorry that happened to you. Don't go running off next time.
It just sounded so nice. They had such great singing voices, and it was hard to resist.
Here, she'll offer her
Until
arm.
they started biting me. Then it sucked.
Yes, are those teeth marks? Minerva points to your shoulder and your neck.
Yeah.
Ouch!
Yeah, it hurt really bad. You might have heard me screaming at one point.
Blinken will look deeply into the harpy's eyes to make sure she doesn't see the grandma's green glow of anything, just to make sure while she's passing by them.
The corpses currently just seem like corpses, so perhaps there is no current information to share. But if you wanted to phone your beloved patron, you could try to pass some info along.
Anybody here need to talk to Grandma? Just
Wanna call the
wondering.
home office.
Yeah, we gotta check in a little bit, see what's going on. No, I don't need to say anything.
I kind of just need to lay down, I think.
Yeah, we did just talk to her recently, so let's just get back.
It's it's well in the middle of the night. It's probably after 1 o'clock in the middle of the night. And there's, some beautiful light reflecting off of this moonlit pool. But otherwise it's quite dark in the woods.
Jillian will take one last look just to make sure she got all the gems. No gems left behind.
Yeah, you kind of sift through the water in the pool, and it's cold, and there's a lot of like pebbles and things in there, but you feel confident that you've gotten the treasure out of it.
And who's carrying all of them? I mean, it would be me if nobody said anything else.
I do believe that we may need to make sure Gren gets a couple of them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah,
it's too hard right now to carry them.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask if I could use that big diamond for something.
You want it right now?
I mean,
sure.
Yeah, I need it for the morning. Yeah.
Well, I have them, so I'll give it to him when we get back to the camp.
All right.
Yeah, you guys kind of bind up your wounds as best you can, and you make the not that long, it's kind of a short walk in the silent forest um, back to your campsite, and the soft glow of um, some flames that are going on. I believe that you had put out the fire, but I will say that the remaining people, um, the members of the alley brigade, have rekindled the fire as they're kind of waiting for you to return. They don't know exactly what's going on, but they just don't have as sharp of reflexes to run into the forest in the middle of the night um, to attack whatever random thing is attacking. So they're just hanging out. Stanley has put some mushrooms on a stick and he's roasting mushrooms over the campfire. Uh, hey guys, what's going on?
Hey, Stanley.
Yeah.
Could he use you over there? I mean,
Yeah, well, you know.
at least you're doing something. Are those
Mushroom?
for? Yeah, yeah. These guys could use some mushrooms. Some of us got really hurt, especially this one. And I'll let Gren go so he can lay down.
Yeah, Stanley says, yeah, you know, like if I had a sword or something, I could totally, you know, I could take them. What'd you guys fight?
There were harpies. Really mean, ugly looking harpies. You ever seen a harpy before?
No.
They're horrible.
Are those bite marks?
Yes.
Wicked.
It hurt.
uh, yeah. So, um, does are you guys gonna try to do any healing before you try to get a long rest?
Let me check
Or-
on that. Grin might be able to do a little something himself.
Gladness will run over to Loyal and make a big deal about it. Just, oh, Loyal, are you okay?
Fine, I'm fine. Just a little scratch.
Yeah, Grin is gonna cast Cure Wounds on himself.
Loyal
Yeah.
got really hurt,
I need
right?
dice.
Like, if I remember.
No, he was kicking butt.
Whoops.
I
Well,
only
I
only
think he
see
got-
actually,
down 8, but I don't.
no.
Mhm.
You healed that, just so you know. You did a short rest, and you healed up, and then you went down 25.
Yes, that's the part I remember.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, I don't remember that.
Solblur.
I wasn't doing all the math.
Yeah, but so I believe you're
Okay, I'm
pretty hurt,
I'm playing the
actually.
cool big brother role. It's just a scratch.
I think Blinken will, while he's trying to play it cool as the big brother, will come up behind him and cast Cure Wounds on him.
Yeah, I believe Loyal and Gren almost went down last battle. You both were very, very low in hit points.
Loyal, you get 10 back.
Thank you.
Jillian is also going to try to slip the diamond into Gren's pack without any of the alley brigade seeing this fancy, really nice gem going into his bag.
None of them were there for the fight, so they wouldn't have known anything about it.
Right, but they would see me take it out. I just want to make sure they don't ever see it.
Okay. Sure. Do you want to make a sleight of hand?
Do you want me to?
Sure, why not?
Okay,
You're trying to do a thing.
trying to do a thing. Right, that's an 18 sleight of hand into the bag, unseen.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to toss that in, or slip it into Gren's bag of holding without um, anybody noticing, as far as you
Okay.
know.
Okay, and I'll give Gren a look. Like, it's been done. The eagle has landed.
Okay.
Eagles have feathers. Too soon.
Yeah, a lot of you have like claw scratch marks that kind of, I mean, they could be from eagles, honestly. If you tried to pick up and catch an eagle.
The parrot has landed.
The parrots. All right.
Blinken will look at the alley brigade and say, since you couldn't help us out there, do you think you could take watch for the rest of the night so we can get some rest?
Yeah, sure. I can watch. Minx says. I'm really good at that. I'm good at, you know, watching stuff. Professional watcher. Um, yeah, so the alley brigade and Gladness all kind of like draw straws for like when they're who's gonna watch what, and you guys are welcome to go to sleep if you like.
Jillian will go back to sleep. She trusts the alley brigade. With her life.
Alley brigade for life. Um, yeah. So, anything else you want to do before you go to sleep? All
Pretty
right.
dark.
Sore and beaten and scratched and bitten, you curl up into your bedding and your bedrolls, huddled around this small campfire, and try to make it through the rest of the night. And I will say, just to kind of speed things along, there's you don't notice anything happening. You guys get a long rest after your traumatic night battle, and you wake up. It is mid morning by the time you finish your 8 hours of rest. Um, so kind of a later start. Um, and most of the alley brigade have kind of packed up their stuff already. They're sitting around just kind of waiting for you guys to wake up. Um, Cords will give you a nod, Jillian, as you wake up and say, uh, "Yeah, we just, we wanted to make sure that you guys got a good rest because it seemed like you're all beaten to hell."
It was a really difficult fight. I mean, two of them, Gren and Loyal, they almost got knocked out.
Oh, that's
Was
terrible.
Yeah, those harpies, they were no joke, really. It's kind of a dangerous path that we've chosen, honestly. I'm kind of looking forward to getting to the next town. It can't be two of those, and I'll indicate back to where the harpy situation went down. There can't be two of those on the way there. I hope. Regardless,
Yeah.
I want to get to town.
I mean, this must be why people say don't go too far into the woods off the path.
Yeah, stay with the party. Stay with your friends.
Don't split the group.
Don't split the group, no.
I have
Ever.
learned my lesson. I'm sorry. One
What?
time. One time. One time.
Who knows? I mean, you could have been possessed by the music just like Gren was. We don't
You
hold
got
it against you.
possessed by the music?
Yeah, but not in a good
Sounds
way.
Amazing. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, maybe in a good way at first, but then the biting.
That part was no fun.
Well, I mean, you guys You took care of all of them, right? So there's no more.
Yeah, they're all dead, pretty sure.
All right. Well, I mean, unless you want to go back and look at their corpses.
Cords is excited about that.
Yeah, kind of. I haven't seen a harpy before.
Yeah, I mean, you could use that to write a story or song or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'll go
Use
back
the
with you.
emotion for the music.
Does someone else want to come with us? Just,
Gren is gonna.
safety wise?
He's gotta prepare his spells and do some other morning things.
Okay, well, they kicked your ass, so you should stay here anyway.
Yeah,
I d-
Minerva will be like, no, I'm good. I think I'll stay here. And Gladness will be like, I don't want to see anything that's dead.
I could tag along. That's fine. I can come.
Okay. 3 should. I mean, they're all dead. Let's go.
Yeah, actually, Stanley will be like, oh, I want to see a dead corpse.
It's pretty cool.
I got my poking stick. Stanley, who is the shortest half orc you've ever seen with a full beard, he picks up the same stick that he was roasting mushrooms with last night, and he like boldly heads off into the woods.
We'll follow him in there. Accords
Okay.
take note of everything, because, I mean, you know. I don't need to tell you. Every detail could make for a really enticing story.
Yeah, like a really emotional ballad.
Mm-hmm.
I think that'll help. I mean,
Just
my time in jail, and now the loss of life and death. Epic.
Blinking-
He
the
walks off.
mystery of the future, right at the end of your song. We don't know what's going to happen.
Blinken will look up at Cords and go, every rose has its thorn. And
Oh,
just
that's
knowingly
good.
say that.
So good. He takes out his little notebook and he starts writing in it. He like brushes his hair away from this scar, his big magic scar in his face, so he can see as he looks down. He's just like, got any more of that? Anyway, yeah, you guys, you wander off into the woods to get emotional and write poetry.
Well, after they leave, Gren is gonna get up and go over to Loyal and we got this after we fought that wizard that had your sister. I thought that I might be able to use it, but I think it'd be much better for you. And he'll give you the staff that they recovered.
I mean, if you're sure, does
I think you should have this.
well, I mean, what about the ring? Did you want the ring then?
No, that's okay. I just think you'll be able to use it a little better than me. This staff. I thought that it might be able to enhance my magic at first, but I misunderstood. It's better for beating things up.
Well, then I guess I could make use of it then. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Gren
So that-
hands Loyal the Staff of Striking, which you should be able to find in D&D Beyond and add to your kit.
It's pretty awesome. I think you'll like it.
I guess I'll know what I'll do for a bit while everyone is off.
Yeah, it's a very epic looking staff. It's got a couple of like big knobby bits to it that you think could really hurt somebody if you hit them with it. All right. corpse party.
Jillian is aware that we've split the party too, so she's kind of trying to like do a little kind of a go-between sort of interference thing, if at all possible.
Okay. I mean, it's not too far away. It's about 200 feet away.
Okay.
From the campsite. The corpses of these 3 harpies are still strewn about where they were struck down, and Stanley immediately goes over and starts poking one of them with his poking stick.
Go Stanley.
You just watch him.
It's Blinken will lean into him and whisper, "It's not gonna get any more dead."
So squishy. Cords is frantically writing in his little book, and he's like looking around and thinking and squishing up his brow and like writing some more stuff. Is there anything else you guys want to do while you're back in the grotto?
I don't think so. I think we kind of looked last night for where they might be sleeping or having any kind of like little nest of any sort. It was dark though. Maybe I look again in the light.
Sure. You can, when you poke around a little bit more, you can find kind of a nasty makeshift harpy nest with the bones of mostly smaller animals, but you do find a couple suspiciously large bones that make you nervous.
Well, some of ours were almost in there.
And it smells really bad.
Just one kind of nest area.
Yeah, it seemed like that they must have shared a nest space.
Okay. Cohabitating harpies.
Yeah, and Cords is. You look over, Cords is pulling a couple of harpy feathers out of one of the corpses, and he like puts them in his bag.
Lincoln will look over at Cords and say, "I got a couple of those too. If you see any that are really, really pretty, I would really like to see them."
Well, they all have kind of a cool red metallic sheen to it. It's not a usual bird feather.
Absolutely. I'm excited though because I got a couple for myself. I'm hoping that they're worth something when we get to town.
I mean, you never know. Maybe people use them for magic components.
Or you could also say it would be flail to your story when you tell your story or sing your song. You can bring out the feathers. That would be really cool.
Yeah, good story really makes for a good song. Like an intro. This is what made me realize how precious life was. Awesome.
Lincoln will just nod her head.
Welcome in everybody who recently said hi. Our good friends Scottish Jeff and Phantom and Animal 666. What's up? All right, you guys after poking some corpses, stealing some feathers, and looking at nasty harpy nests, you turn around and you head back towards the camp. people in camp. Is there anything else you would like to do before you pack up?
Gren has been kind of setting up this little ritual space around the diamond. And once it's all kind of put together, it's kind of surrounded by his tools and whatnot. The tools just kind of light up and start kind of whirring, like racing back and forth really quick, and creating a lot of light and flashes and stuff like that, and creates himself a tiny homunculus servant. And
what does he look like?
It's a rat with wings, and it's kind of patchwork metallic. This is what I can do. That gem is like, it's like his heart.
Is it a little metal winged rat?
Yeah, I didn't really know exactly what form it was gonna take. I knew it'd be like a little guy.
Are those chicken wings?
No, I don't. Are they? They're supposed to be able to fly. I know that.
Yeah, your little friend kind of like takes flight, and he kind of like hovers up a little bit off the ground.
I gotta think of a name for him. I'm gonna have to think about it for a little while, I think.
Can this thing talk, or is it just purely like a mechanical bird?
That I don't know. I don't think it can talk.
Bird
No.
Brat.
Brat.
It's a flying rat.
Got yourself a brat.
Yeah. I can't find a sheet right now. I'll let you know.
Sure. Sounds good. How big is this guy?
Well, they're tiny, so I think that's like under 3 feet. So shorter than Blinken.
Okay. Is it actual rat sized?
No, it is bigger. I think it's like 2.5 feet. I think that's what the official tiny size is. But
yeah, it'd be like one of those giant rats.
I looked it up, but then I forgot.
In the bakery.
Little rat.
Yeah, like a big one.
ROUS's. Rat of unusual size.
Yeah, tiny is 2.5. 2.5 by 2.5, it says.
Yeah.
As opposed to 5 by 5, like everybody else's. Whoa.
Well,
We could get going if you want.
yeah. The party reconvenes together
What
again.
is that?
It's my new friend. I need to think of a name.
Morris. I get
Mor-
Morris. I get a Morris vibe
Morris?
from this one.
Morris?
How about Ratbert?
Ratbert?
Says Minerva.
I'll think about it.
Not sold.
I don't like either of
Great
those two.
ideas. With a great name. Anyway, yeah, as you guys are thinking up names and brainstorming, you begin your walk. You still have 2 ponies with you, and you're a large group of people walking down the road on your way to Cherry Springs. The the air is kind of crisp and dank, and you think you can smell um something burning, but it's kind of hard to tell because everything still kind of smells like campfire from last night. Um, but it does seem a little bit like a slight air of something burnt on the wind. Um, and the trees just kind of blow in the spring breeze. It's very quiet. Like you aren't seeing a lot of traffic on the road.
Do we see any like smoke clouds anywhere? We can just kind of smell it.
You can kind of smell it a little, but you don't see any like, you know, close by fires or anything. You travel on, and it's a long day of travel um, before uh, you finally get to the town of Cherry Springs. It is you start to see a couple of like rooftops kind of poke up in the distance through thick tree canopy. It seems like the houses are really like interspersed into nature, and these trees kind of have like hanging moss on them and like vines and things where it's almost like they've been overtaken with nature. And there are some quaint little cottages, though, um, intermixed under the vines and the moss and such. And there's townspeople walking back and forth. It's a bustling little town, and there are several buildings that you see right away. One of them is a beautiful multi-storied inn um, with a sign out front that has a picture of an acorn on it, and it's got wooden shutters, and it's red and green painted, and there are people selling fruit out of little push carts on the road. Um, and there's another store nearby that seems to be maybe a general store slash souvenir shop. And there's a little kiosk a little further down that looks like somebody's selling some kind of like pamphlet maps um, about hiking trails and sights to see in Cherry Falls. Where would you guys like to go? Okay, you have a suspicious, large hump like under your cloak. Yeah, yeah, slash weird side growth. Your clothes don't quite sit right. And you get a couple of like looks like they're trying to figure out like if you're some kind of weird mutant human. Like, is this normal or not? They don't want to ask. Yes, but you can go if you go into the tourist shop slash general store. Uh, you walk in and there are very cluttered shelves with all kinds of random stuff. Some of them say like, it'll be like a little snow globe that has um, some pink, like cherry blossom um, snow in it, with like a little made spring, and it says Cherry Springs on it. And there's little pint glasses you could get with Cherry Springs on it. And there's a couple of like shirts and things that say "I love Cherry Springs." Somebody has like embroidered onto them.
I'm just
That'd
imagining a rat with wings
Yeah,
that
same.
has a
I love Cherry Springs shirt.
Be perfect
Yeah,
for Morris.
you could find some like child size shirts. Yeah. Okay. You you immediately find many bedazzled cloaks um that have like cherries on them. But please make a roll to see if you can find a normal plain one intermixed. Roll a d20 for me. What what did you roll? Um, no. You with a 7. They're Yes, they're all bedazzled with varying like cherries or I love Cherry Springs or other obnoxious slogans.
I don't.
Perfect. Yeah, you find one with like 2 cherries on the cuff of the hood, and you think that if you really worked at it tonight, you could probably pop some of those bedazzled things off of it. All right. And I'll just say it's a minimal cost. It's just a couple of silver for
Okay.
those.
I don't know your little person, but they might like to wear it ironically. Maybe you leave them all on. I hear people do that.
Well, he just needs something to wear. He can't be a mechanical rat running around. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
People
Yeah.
might think that's weird.
I saw your expression when you couldn't find one that was less fancy.
Wait,
Yeah,
who
I'm not
said
a big
he's
fan
your
of
rat
these, but
child?
child, I mean,
You are kind of protective right now. Kind of.
well, I feel like I
gently.
kind of feel like I am his dad in
You're
a
his
way.
creator.
Mm-hmm. I made him.
By yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Some creatures do that, I'm sure.
This creature did. Oh, thumb at Grin.
Good job. Minerva will just give you a little thump on the shoulder.
Congratulations.
You're
You're
a father.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Does everything seem like you have to be more responsible now?
Well, I did have to buy him clothes already, so that's like something.
You're already
So-
feeling the pain of
Yeah.
financial burden.
Does the world suddenly seem more dangerous to you?
No. He can he's not like helpless, you know. Like he can do a few things.
Like what? What does he do?
He can like
He can
shoot
fly. That's cool.
arcane energy bolts.
And Does he have any effect on your pipes if you play them?
I don't think so. I mean, maybe he would dance. I don't.
Can you talk to him? I mean,
Yeah, he can understand you.
oh, all of us, not just you?
Yeah, he can understand all of us. Yeah.
Okay, can he talk to us?
I haven't heard him talk yet. To be honest, I don't think he says anything.
What do you think his first words are going to be? What do you hope they'll be?
Papa
Mm,
or like Gren, I guess.
seems legit. I think you got to say it a bunch of times, though. So he learns it. Gren, we'll start now.
Gwen.
Gren.
Gwen.
I'm Gren. He gets
Yeah,
it.
the shopkeeper leans over and says, "Well,
Nothing.
pleased to meet you. I'm
Oh.
Phineas."
Hi. Hello.
I'm Jillian, and I lean over close to the little guy. Jillian.
Nice to meet you too, Jillian. This person has like these two goat horns that go straight, like back and pointy. Are you looking for anything else? Maybe some shot glasses to go with your T-shirt.
Nah, I think just the clothes for now. Thanks.
Good choice.
Oh, what the heck? I'll get a shot glass. Sure, why not?
All right.
Live a little, right?
Yeah,
I
he
need cherry
hands you
sprigs.
a shot glass. And
How often do I get to share?
it's got it's got cherry springs etched into the side of it on the glass.
Now I just need something to put in it.
Oh, have you've gone to the inn yet? They're pretty good.
Yeah, we were thinking about going there. Sounds.
Lots
We've
of
heard.
pie. We're known for our pies.
That is what I've heard. I heard that. More than just like one kind, right?
Oh yes, you can't leave until you've tried at least 4 pies.
Do they sell them by
4.
the slice, though? I mean, like, could we just do some sampling?
That's
We don't have to eat a whole pie, do we?
You can do it by the slice, by the pie, however you like it. But it's on that side of the street.
What's your favorite pie? I'm asking the shopkeeper.
Yeah, could you recommend one?
Yeah, because we don't know. We've never been.
Maybe
This-
the cherry custard.
That sounds good.
I like a good custard. I like the texture. Yeah, smooth. That's a great recommendation. What's your name?
Phineas.
Phineas. Thank you, Phineas. I was like, I'm gonna get that.
All right, tell them that Phineas sent you.
Okay.
Yeah, he strokes his little goatee beard as you guys walk across the street to the inn.
Could we first stop at that map kiosk?
Yeah. You are able to swing by. There is a halfling there who is selling multiple maps. Would you like a map? I've got I've got tours of the springs. I got like hiking trails and good campsites, stone formations.
I look at Blinken. We would just like a map of the town. Is there a graveyard in this town? I mean,
Oh, that's not very we don't like the tourists don't like to hear about those things.
They're so peaceful, though. Sometimes you just need a moment of quiet and reflection, and that is the best place for it, if you ask me. The dead leave you alone. Is it on one of your maps?
No.
Can you show me on one of these maps?
I suppose there's a there's a shrine that's kind of oh gosh. And he digs through his maps and he pulls out a map of it talks about like stone formations and like pictograph kind of things, and there is a temple slash like historic temple somewhere like deep into the woods. I think this'll do ya.
How much?
Oh, 2 copper.
Okay, let's slip them.
Yeah,
Copper.
it hands you a little scroll, and you have a map of some historic pictographs in a temple.
And the whole town, right? As well.
I mean, it's more like individual, like this is the way you would go to see this thing that is
okay.
That you can visit in town. If you've ever been to like Wisconsin Dells or something, you can get one of those kiosks and they have all the little pamphlets of like these are the things you can view while you're in Wisconsin Dells, and it'd be like this is the map to this cave or this historic monument kind of thing.
Do you happen to have any maps of kind of the greater general area? Maybe anywhere from Cherry Springs and Alistar and beyond?
I suppose. And they go and they pull out a map, and it's kind of an overview map of the general area. It doesn't have a lot of fine details, but it's got like the roadways in and out. You see LSR on it, and several other towns, and it actually does have the work camp, but it like calls it like a quarry. Has like a nice name like Pleasantville Quarry on it.
Well, that actually looks perfect. How much would that be?
2 coppers.
Sold.
All right. Yeah. So this little halfling gives you a bunch of maps. Is there what else would you like to do?
Lincoln rubs her hands together. I think I would like to try a flight of pie.
Just thinking about the pie flight.
Mm-hmm.
What's our money situation? I mean, I'll look at Grin.
I mean, we have a little bit. We just got all those gems.
I know. We haven't sold them yet.
Yeah, they might not have a jeweler here.
I don't think they're
Yeah, I
gonna
have
take
some
gems
gold.
for pie payment.
You guys were able to find some money in Hector's Fabulous Cheese Shop when you shook that down. You did find some gold on the wizards you murdered, and so you're not without any coin.
Yeah, when you say it like that, I mean,
The TM can say it however they want.
yeah, I guess.
Like I'm just your little conscience.
Yeah, let's get
Yeah.
the pie.
Because I just gave Gwen a whole bunch of
I could get
coins.
food. I could get food for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys head on over to this fancy, large, multi-storied tavern. you push open the door, and immediately you hear people playing. It is fairly busy inside. Um, there are many tables that are full with families or travelers, and their tables are heaped with food. Um, there is a gnomish barmaid who has pale green hair and deeper green eyes, who is like running back and forth, taking orders. There is a Goliath bartender behind one of the counters who is um, filling beer glasses. He has a lot of muscles and a bald head with blue tattoos that run also on his face. And it's jumping.
Like, gonna look for a table large enough for all of us.
We have a party of
20?
9, 10, I think.
You look around to find a table for 10, and you don't think that any of these tables will fit 10 people. But
I forgot
there's a
we had
couple. You can find 2 tables that are near each other, and kind of like squish them together a little bit so they're close-ish.
Yeah, let's do that. We can do that.
Okay.
So we
And-
can all be
and-
together.
Yeah, and for the sake of this, I will say that most of the alley brigade go and sit together on one of the
Makes
tables,
sense.
and you guys grab another one. The little gnomish barmaid comes over, and she uh, holds out her little pen and paper, and she goes, "Oh, what can I get for you? Um, my name is Lilybell, and I would like to take your order. We have today we've got stew, and we've got a side of root vegetables, or we have our many flavors of pie."
Do you have pie flights?
Oh, I don't think we have flying pie.
No, flights. A way.
Oh, pie fights. Only on Saturdays in May.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That'll be next week. You could come by and we'll have the pie fight.
Okay. I would like to sample a lot of pies. Is there something that I can get where I can sample several?
Just I can get you as many pies as you want. So we have cherry, cherry rhubarb, cherry custard, lemon cherry apple, cherry berry, and then a lot of traditional flavors. But of course, they're made with the cherry water from the cherry springs. So that's kind of what makes them special. So what would you like to try?
Okay. I would like to try 4 pies. I would like a shepherd's pie. I would like a cherry. What was the one that Phineas said to get? Cherry.
Custard, I think she said.
Yeah, cherry custard. I would like to try regular cherry, and then just slices, of course. I don't need the whole pie. It's just me. And the last one, let's go with a classic apple crumble.
We have all of those except for the shepherd one. I do have stew, and I could put some mashed potatoes on it, I guess.
Ooh. Okay, I'll do that.
Okay. For the rest of you?
are we gonna share some of that? Yeah.
Maybe we need to get like an additional pie or two because there are 10 of us, but I'm just here for pie.
Did we order some of the cherry custard one? Did we get?
We did.
Okay. All right.
Maybe that's gonna be a favorite though. Maybe we need two. I mean, Phineas.
Well, I can always bring more.
There is a lot of us. Yeah, that's true.
That's very true.
Could I get a few shots of some whiskey?
Cherry water?
Cherry water. Yeah. I mean, is that like the local? Is that what they drink around here?
Yeah, that's why people come here for the cherry water.
I want to try it.
It lifts the spirit and gives you spring in your step.
He'll slam down his new shot glass. I'm ready.
So exciting. All right. Anybody else want anything?
I think I'll go for a bit of the stew, and how about that cherry berry, please?
All right, one cherry berry and stew. All right,
I'll take a whole pint of that cherry water.
All right. Good choice.
Thanks.
She walks around. She gets a couple of orders from the other alley brigade as well, and then heads off to the kitchen. There is a minstrel sitting by the fireplace. He's got kind of a banjo going on. He's plucking it gently in a little bit of a reel. There is a couple of tables of people playing cards in the back. There are travelers trying to talk to this Goliath bartender at the counter, drinking beer.
Jillian would like to open up her brochure, her map that she just got, and look at it and determine what that historic temple might be about, what it pertains to.
Okay.
Blinken wants to look over her shoulder too.
I'll slide it over. We can both share.
Yeah, it talks about this is an ancient place of worship by the native people who lived in this area before Cherry Springs was founded, and they said that the magic that of the Cherry Springs may be as a result of this this group of people who built this temple, and it has beautiful runes carved into stone. There's like some sketches of like some runes on it, and it gives a little map of how to get there.
This seems like a place we might want to check out. What do you think, Blinken? That's something that would be of interest to you in your travels?
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. Anything I can learn more of. I like learning.
I wonder if they have any kind of burial area there. I mean, I know we have that dead thing, but
I agree.
Might prove useful. I mean, I don't know what we're doing here, honestly. We're kind of just spinning our wheels. I think I know we're hiding, but we're looking for some information too, and we don't know where to.
Right.
We don't know what it is. We know where to get it, kind of.
Right.
Kind of.
Absolutely. Plus, like you said, it's a very peaceful place to visit. I'm surprised that more people don't want to visit them. Although it's never been first on my list. Normally a library is mine, but...
Graveyard's always mine. For obvious reasons.
Minerva speaks up and she's just like, "What? So what exactly do you do in a graveyard?"
You vibe. I mean, you're with those that have shed this mortal coil, and that in itself is a magical experience. I would only imagine. You share that with everybody else that's there, sleeping, the eternal slumber. Julian kind of like starts to drift off into this like reverie of just weird, dark,
Glothbis.
gothy. Yes. She's in a place right now. I think it's a best place to go. If I could go there more often, I would, but obviously that's hard to do.
Well,
We should go there.
Minerva looks around at the group and she goes, "So I didn't want to say anything really, because we're all very stressed out and such over the last several days, and I am so grateful for everything that you've done, but have you? I mean, you all look a little ill, honestly. Like you're all
Ill?
kind of I don't. How do I describe it? Like she points over and you haven't really noticed anything before, but like, and when she points over at like Gren and like at his eyes, and they say, and she goes, "So like these dark circles under his eyes, and she points over at you, Jillian, and says, and you're a lot paler than you were a few days ago, and
Cool.
um and she points over at Blinken and she goes, I think I can see some blue spider webbing veining happening. And I don't know if hanging out at graveyards is going to be very good. I think maybe you should all have a long recuperative rest somewhere."
Well,
Maybe we should stay in town in Cherry Springs a bit.
I mean, the barmaid did say that it was recuperative.
There's all different ways to recuperate. Some of us stay in inns and eat pies, and some of us go in the quiet where they know they won't be bothered. We've got all sorts of different ways to do it. We just have to figure out which one we want to do, get the information that we need. We do look a little messed up, though. Minerva is not wrong. You guys look kind of terrible. I look fabulous, but you guys, you do look like you need a rest.
It's
And a
all
little sun. An hour in the sun would not hurt anyone here, except me.
Yeah, I mean, now that she points it out and you look around, you can kind of see these very subtle changes in your comrades, where they look tired or pale or a little on the sickly side.
Maybe we just need
Does it
pie.
really look that bad?
Just stress. I'm sure we'll be fine.
I do feel kind of tired.
Well, you almost died last night, too.
Yeah.
The barmaid comes back with just plates full of pie and jugs of pitchers of cherry water, which she doles out to the tables, and she leaves and she comes back with stew, some with potatoes on top, some with other root vegetables and such, and it's just your table is now piled high with food all at once. And the pie has a faint cherry flavor to most of the slices, unless she said they didn't have a cherry in them. That is even kind of in the crust is faintly cherry, and the cherry water is crisp and cool, kind of like a sparkling cherry water.
Jillian will dive right for that custard, that cherry custard. Cut out
Yeah.
a slice and start eating it.
Yeah, it's a pinkish custard, so they put like cherry juice into the custard, and then there's a slight topping of cherries on the top of it. Now I want pie really bad.
So do I. This is really good, you guys. What do you think?
This is amazing.
It's in the crust. Wow.
5 out of 5 stars. Would do it again.
Mm-hmm. Same.
It's really good.
This water, too. You guys. I do feel like if I got up and walked over to the bartender, I would have a spring in my step right now. More than ever. There's something in this.
My goodness. Yeah, it's
Like-
cherries.
Light and crisp and fresh. And after a long escape and living on the road, it does feel pretty magical.
I'm so glad we could be together to share this. Makes me happy. Thanks,
don't-
guys.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's not changing how anybody looks, though. We still look pretty messed up. I thought maybe a shot of sugar would really help, but it's not working.
No?
But it is delicious.
Uh,
Yeah. I mean, maybe if we, just don't if we just don't look at each other, we'll forget that this is happening.
Well, until Minerva pointed it out, I didn't think it was happening. So,
But now we see it. We can't unsee it.
Assumed it was all the stress of the past week. That's all.
Yeah, I'm sure if you have a long night's sleep, then everything will go back to normal.
And as you look over at Gladness, she looks kind of tired too.
madness.
What?
I think it's just so. You look a little tired. Are you feeling tired?
Well, I mean, it has been a little stressful. I mean, I thought that, I was gonna go to school in this big fancy thing, and then they were all horrible people that wanted to kill us, and, then we, broke some people out of jail, and now we're all on the run.
I agree. It's been high stress since we've been gone. Do you think that you could get a good night's sleep here?
I mean, I'm sure they have beds here. Do you think we should get rooms?
I am not sure that we can afford it unless we sell some of our goods that we have. But we can sure try, right, Royal?
We should at least be able to get the night. Go from there.
Yeah, so I mean, I did want to ask, what are we going to do now? Because, right, we can't go back to Maxwell's. Um, and I guess that means that Loyal and I don't have jobs. Um, and we can't go back to the library because they want to kill us. Um, so what are we going to do?
I guess I'm a bit unsure, but well, we do have another accomplished spellcaster. If, maybe Minerva wouldn't mind maybe continuing a little bit of your training,
Oh,
or
absolutely. I mean, any way I could be of help since um I have nowhere else to go now. Um, and we're all friends.
Well, gladness you're with your brother. I mean, home is where your family is, right?
Oh, absolutely. Minerva, you're totally um one of the family now. Um, yeah, we'll help each other. Good. That sounds wonderful.
fortunately, probably won't be as easy living as at the library, but oh, a place like Cherry Springs, I get a bit of sightseeing for a while, and I guess I'm unsure. No one's really sure where we're gonna go after this. But maybe we could stay here for a few days, at the very least, and find a little more about the surrounding area.
So, like, sort of like we're tourists? I mean, is that really a smart idea, though? Because, you know, um, what if they catch us?
It is a bit of a worry, but could I don't know anymore, honestly.
You know that that nice old lady that we met, um, the the um the magic one.
Hmm.
She said she would send you like anywhere you wanted to go. So maybe she can send us somewhere where they can't find us.
Grandmother could probably do that.
We have to know where to tell her, though. I
Right.
suspect.
I think
Well,
that's
She's
why we
gonna
didn't do
know.
it already. I mean, we want to
Yeah.
make sure everybody wants to go.
well, I don't want to go back to where we used to live, Loyal. I don't like that.
Then fear not, we'll find somewhere else.
I agree with your concerns. I think, though, that we could always take it like an adventure, because that's what I take it as. I just like knowing that I'm with people that will help me, and I will have fun while I'm doing it.
All right. As you guys are contemplating where you want to head in the future, this is a great place for us to take a break. And I just wanted to mention, though, that we have a sponsor. We would like to thank the good folks at Trollord Games for sponsoring the Undying Sky. Tonight, we are giving away a $10 promo code at the end of the stream to one lucky winner for some digital loot over at the Trollord Games website. So just type exclamation point drawing into the chat for your chance to win. We'll do the drawing at the end of the stream. So we're going to take a 10-minute break. and we will be back soon. See you then. Hey, everybody, we're back. This is Minnesota Muse, and we are the Undying Sky. The party has just stopped by the Fallen Acorn Inn for many flavors of pie and to try to figure out what to do next with so many people that are on the run all together in their group and what they should do. So, you guys are munching down on pie and stew and crisp cherry flavored spring water. What's next?
I mean, staying here seems a bit peaceful. Maybe spend the night or two and shouldn't have to worry too much of anyone chasing us, and then maybe see what roads lay ahead. But some of us probably might not be too long at Cherry Springs.
Well, I'm in for anything the rest of you want to do, as long as it keeps us away from those wizard folks.
Definitely have some uh, connected people might be looking for us, for a few of us. Some of us might have to go a little further than others, but as for short term, uh, you know, gladness might be best to stick around here and get a little shut eye, and we'll maybe just explore the town a little bit.
You look up and Cords is over next to the fire chatting up the musician. Um, and like he's showing him some chord progressions and things. Um, and Stanley is like two forks into two different pies over at the other table.
So,
Look at that.
should we just get a couple of rooms for tonight
I think so, right?
or the
I mean,
next 2 nights? I don't know.
be good to have a home base. For a
Three,
little
three,
bit.
4 rooms maybe, actually, because it's a lot of people in a
Yeah, it's a lot of
couple
people, so I don't know. Usually they have different priced rooms that can
Yeah, we'll try to
hold
wave down.
varying amounts of people.
Yeah, let's wave down Lilybell and see if they have any open rooms. And just curious, looking about, does the Fallen Acorn seem very manic and like understaffed, or is it pretty manageable?
It does seem like Lilybell is running about like a chicken with her head cut off. She's dashing from one table to the next, and from your keen observation, you could probably tell that they could use more assistance.
Um, you know, Jillian, I may not be very well connected, but I I had to pay guild dues to a number of the Artisans Guild and Merchants Guilds that if we are able to vouch for some of the alley brigade, might be able to get a few of them at least set up here if they can prove their worth.
I think that's exactly what they need to do. We need to keep them busy. They're good. They're good. I mean, it was out of desperation, the things that they had to do. I think they're really sorry for breaking into your establishment. It was a move made out of necessity, but if we can give them something of a responsibility, I think they're going to be able to stand up to it. They certainly do need the help here. We'd know where they were if we needed to come back. I mean, look at Stanley. He knows how to handle silverware.
I was actually going to say it. That might be the biggest fear of Stanley getting into the pies, but we're glad you're looking on the bright side.
I know I don't seem like it, but I can be optimistic. Especially where the Alley Brigade is concerned. They're good people. Mostly.
Stanley lets out a big belch.
A little rough around the edges. That would be very nice of you. I would really appreciate it if you could pull some favors.
Putting in a few words, or good words, and making use of my dues is easily enough done, and it helps set a few on the straight and narrow. I think it could be a handy use. Though I probably won't bring it up until it's a little less manic.
Yeah, that might just seem like a nuisance right now. They might even say no. Hard to ask again. Smart.
Let's at least settle some rooms, and then that means we'd have ample time to find a quieter moment.
Yeah, Lilybell comes over and
did you say you wanted some rooms? Because we do have rooms available.
Do you have 3 or 4 of them that are open?
Oh, sure. I think we can do that. I think let me go ask the bartender a second.
And she goes by and she asks him and comes back. She goes,
okay, so we have 2 rooms at 2 silver a night, and then we have a larger room that is a gold piece a night, but it's sort of a suite.
How many people could fit in the suite?
There's 3 beds, but there's a lot of floor space and tables and things. It's got its own fireplace.
I mean, we could just take them all and figure out who's sleeping where later. You know what? We'll do it.
Alrighty.
Loyal had a little bit squirreled away, but he can pay it.
All right. She goes and gets you your room keys and hands you the keys. And you are welcome to check in whenever you want.
I mean, 3 beds, we could... Those of us who won't be super long for Cherry Springs could always be in the one, and Brigade could be in the other 2.
Loyal, every time you say that, I feel like we're going to die. Not long for Cherry Springs. Not long for this.
All right.
World.
I'll watch my...
We'll figure it out.
Jeff and Roadhouse are like sharing a fork, like one for one for Roadhouse, the little gnome girl, and then she takes another one and she hands the fork over to Jeff the ferret, who then like stands up on his little hind legs and like noshes down on the cherry berry.
I'll pass the two keys to Jillian so she can dole them out.
Are we done eating? Are we doing this right now? You going upstairs? Okay, sorry. Yeah, I'll slide one key over to kind of like the bigger group. We'll just go up and sort it out when we get up there, I think. But at least they have a key and we have a key right now.
Yeah. All right. So it's kind of evening time ish right now. You had gotten to town kind of like around 3, 4, and after shopping and picking up maps and then going into the tavern, it's probably about 6 o'clock. Um, right about now.
Well, maybe. How about this for timing? Maybe we spend a couple nights here. Tomorrow, maybe explore the town a little bit. Maybe go check out the temple sites. Can always speak with the way Lilybell went and spoke to the bartender. I assume the bartender is going to be the owner, so might be able to speak with him tonight and maybe have a little trial run for the brigade tomorrow while we're out of town. And then we come back in the evening, see how everybody did.
Sounds like a great plan, Loyal. I'm for it.
I'm down.
Hope they do okay. I really do. I look over at the fork trade.
One for you,
Really
one for
hope.
me. One for you, one for me.
Jillian, to help the bargaining a bit, any talents I can help sing praises to, or any training, previous experience that they might have to help sell this?
Well, Minx has got a great memory. I think Minx could remember everyone's order in the whole place at once. We know Cords is, well, I know Cords is a great musician, and he'll probably prove it tonight. Stanley, I don't know. I don't know what to say about him. He's strong. He'll probably bust tables like a maniac.
You look over and Stanley's talking to Lilybell and he goes, "Is this pig lard? Cause it tastes like pig lard." He's like pointing to the pie. She's, "Oh, I didn't know that you noticed. Yes, we do use that particular kind."
Huh. That's something I didn't know about him. He might be a great waitstaff, being able to describe all of these different I don't even believe I'm saying this, but I think Stanley might be a people person. He might be a great server.
Or he could cook, because he seems to know pig lard.
You look over at him again. He's like, "Have you thought about adding lemon rind to this?"
He's got talents, clearly. Wide ranging. I don't know what we're going to do about Jeff and regular Jeff. Sell him on the bulk of the talents.
The bulk of the talents, okay. Now, I remember a an interesting idea from the captain of the guard in Alisar. Are we sure we can't get Jeff into a cute little costume to be a mascot or anything?
Oh, I'm not even going to suggest it. You suggest it. Make sure you're ready for a fight.
Look over at Jeff, and the berry cherry has turned his mouth red, and so he looks like he's just a vampire ferret
Do you,
Really gold tooth.
would,
with one gold tooth shining out from all the bloody looking berry juice.
do you want me to ask him?
Yes.
It's both adorable and haunting. I'd love to. I'd love to actually hear this.
I'll come
Okay.
with you for cred and stuff.
Okay. Where is he? He's over here somewhere.
Yeah, he's over here
Right.
eating this. Look at him. And I'll just.
Oh,
You make
What-
eye contact with him. He's got this bloody red mouth.
Okay, Jeff.
he'll cast beast speech.
This is good.
Hey Jeff, how's it going? Are you enjoying your
Hi.
pie?
See him again.
That's right, it's me.
Yes.
Well, we were just talking about, next steps and that kind of thing. Like, what do you feel like doing? I mean, what do you want to do now that we're in Cherry Springs?
I like this food thing that is going on here. And
He-
he
he-
leans over and he takes another big bite off of Roadhouse's fork.
He could be a dishwasher.
Yeah, he really likes the food. Would you
Clean it all off.
do you think you would want to work here if they hired you?
He looks at you.
I don't think working is really
I am a ferret.
right. You probably haven't worked much. Silly. That was a silly
My
question.
job is ferret.
Right. And you are really good at your job.
I am ferreting the heck out of this.
Yeah. That pie would agree.
Pie.
He's just
yeah,
I
this
think he's just
pie is good. Haven't heard that word before. Pie.
pie. That's what it's called. I think Jeff is just gonna do Jeff. Jeff does Jeff things.
So he's
This
doesn't
is
want
like-
to do the mascot thing.
Did
Mm,
you ask him?
I didn't ask him that specifically, but when I brought up jobs, he didn't really seem too familiar with what that concept was. I mean, he's a ferret, so he does like ferret stuff. Do they need a ferret around here by any chance?
Yeah, I mean, the truth of it is we don't know what their marketing plan is here. They might not want to market a ferret for their mascot.
Hey, I bet he could keep the rats away. Or the mice.
Rodent security.
Mm-hmm. They're probably better at it than cats are. When you think about it.
There's rats, and he stands up and he arches his little back, and then he starts doing this weird hop, 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 hop,
Oh,
hop, hop, hop.
Green, you're not even playing the pipes.
I think he would like to do that.
Ask him if he'll do it with an outfit on.
They're not gonna get my pie.
Hey Jeff, some
And he zoomies. He runs back the
Oh,
like the table.
oh.
He zooms across the other table. Roadhouse is like, whoa, whoa, hold up here.
he's had a lot of pie. I mean, that's a lot of sugar for a small mammal. Jeff, Will you wear an outfit? Will you wear clothing? I
You just hear him go, "I'm gonna get that rat."
he's looking for rats. I know you're kind of like used to maybe like thinking of him as a companion, but he is a ferret. He does ferret stuff. He doesn't do like the kind of things that we do. I mean, no offense. He doesn't want to wear clothes.
Taken.
I mean, he didn't even want to talk about clothing. So he heard me say rats and he was like pumped. So I mean, just tell them that our Jeff will keep the rats away. I'm sure they'll be excited about that.
Yeah, he doesn't even need money.
They just got to give him some pie every now and then.
Yeah.
They could pay him in pie. He likes, what was he eating? The red one?
Clearly.
Berry cherry.
Berry cherry. He's a big fan.
Yeah, you're
Point
watching a silver white ferret with bloody cherry mouth just
Yeah.
run just
Look at him go.
crazy zoomies all over the table and down the table and around the table and rolling across the table. Oh, they food! That
There's a bunch of
ferret
little
heard
red
it.
prints all over the table now too.
Yeah.
Sticky red prints.
Hmm.
Regular Jeff just sighs. This is my life now.
I think we've
Yeah.
created a couple of items to make a convincing argument to hire the Alley Brigade. This should be enough. I mean, they are in need right now too. So
They could always take Jeff around town and have him hunt the rats in other parts of the town too. They could be
Contract them out.
the exterminators.
All right. Well, I'll see what we can do this evening when it's a little quieter, and maybe I'll try to do it at a decent time where we can at least give them a bit of warning, because I don't know how this trial period will go, but give it a shot.
it's a lot of new hires to be working the same day. If you ask me. Maybe it'll work out. I mean, they're used to working together anyway, so maybe they've got a synergy that'll help. Let's hope.
Right. So the plan is to eventually try to talk to the Goliath bartender to see if we can get jobs for 4 or 5 people.
And
Yeah.
They
yeah.
can take shifts.
Yeah. Well, we're just gonna try to wait till it's a little quieter. Talk to the bartender. Try to sell them a bit. Got the guild, the guild artisan background that should assist in it at least. Got all the right paperwork to prove that I'm trustworthy. I mean,
And you're a really good salesperson too.
I try. Well, sometimes can be charismatic, other times not so much recently.
Well, I'm sure you can do it.
Pep talk from a little sister.
So, all right. You've got a game plan. Are you going to try to do that tonight, or are you going to do it in the morning?
Maybe this evening to just let them think on it and see if they want to attempt it tomorrow. Might speed up our departure date.
Okay. As it gets, you guys finish up your food, and they clear the disaster that is, the tables after Ferret Jeff has run all over everything. Little bits of pie and crumbs everywhere. Um, just as you were thinking about like getting up, to move on to other things, you notice a elfin traveler who kind of like busts in the door, um, and he looks completely just harried, and he looks around and he runs over to the bartender Goliath and goes, "There's been a zombie attack uh, back in Elisar. Uh, it's a disaster. Like the town is totally fallen." And some of the patrons like get up and run over, and they're you can hear them talking in like um excited slash terrified tones that kind of fall into a murmur of voices. Um,
I think Loyal's gonna go try to join that grouping. Just kind of hear the new rumor.
What did
Julie
they
will
say?
go with you, so it looks like we're talking. Looks a little less conspicuous, but we're actually listening.
okay. Yeah, you kind of you inch up to the back of the crowd, and yeah, there's um many people are saying things like, "But I thought wasn't there a festival happening? What do you mean zombies? Like, what are we talking here?" And the elven gentleman says, "Yeah, I was there for the fair, and just all of a sudden, just like skeletons came out of nowhere, and they started just like tearing things up, and people were running and screaming, and I've never seen anything like it." The bartender goes, Do you think we should get a militia together or something?" Like, I don't know, but I'm not going back there.
Can Blinken hear this, or are we waiting for Jillian and Loyal to come back to report?
You can't hear that part.
Okay.
I would say that part only Loyal and Jillian can hear because
Okay.
they kind of push their way into the crowd. But like you heard a little bit about zombie attack like at the beginning,
Right.
before people started like kind of talking over each other and it got loud. There's probably about 15 people standing around at the bar area, all kind of talking over each other.
Blinken kind of like looks really worried, but is formulating something in her head. That's all I can say.
Did the kind of in the clamor as well kind of call out? Did the guard take care of the problem, or do we need to be worried here in Cherry Springs?
Oh, like the guy looks over. Do you think we should be worried here?
I don't know. You're the one with the news.
I mean, I took a horse out of there as fast as I could.
Oh, man.
So, you hear a couple of people go, "Oh, well, my mom lives there." Just like general things of concern, and several groups of people leave, um, the the bar, maybe to like head out. You're not sure, but they're formulating their own plans of what they're supposed to do. Either they were supposed to go to LSR after tonight, or They had family and friends who lived in the city nearby, and they're concerned. Um, but yeah, like the Goliath is talking to a couple of these towny looking humans to the side, um, uh, like to see, do you think someone would want to go there? Like, should we get a posse of people together and go go back and check out the town? Um, and they're like, oh, maybe we can hire mercenaries. And no, the mounted brigade could totally. I mean, they should be the ones taking care of this. You all get the feeling that this was related to grandmother.
Just a faint feeling. Um, I guess Loyal's content heading back to the group to.
As we walk back, Jillian will kind of lean over to Loyal and say, do you think we should ask was it the fencing frogs that we took? Was that the taxidermied
No,
item?
it wasn't the fencing frogs. There was one taxidermied frog in overalls.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
That was smaller, because Blinken didn't want to take a large dead thing, so she took the smallest dead thing she could find.
Do you think we should
you
take
you
that
know,
frog upstairs and ask
I
Grandma if
definitely
she knows anything?
yes, yeah, probably good to at least check in,
Well,
and see what her grand plan is.
yeah, well, whatever it is, I think she's doing it.
Yes, yes.
Yes. It's cool. Who's got that? That's Blinken?
I do believe Blinken's the one
Blinken
carrying
took
that.
it. Right. Let's go upstairs. Like now.
Now.
Yeah, you guys run up to one of the rooms.
What's
I have
going
the
on?
key, so whichever. Yeah.
Yeah, you put the key in the lock, and you find yourself in the largest of the rooms. There's a king size bed at one side. There is a beautiful stone fireplace. Um, there's a couple of couches, and like two smaller beds in one of the rooms, and like some chairs and a vase with some flowers in it.
Lincoln will make sure nobody else has gotten into the room and then go into her bag and start searching for the taxidermied frog.
It comes out immediately because you've got a magical bag.
Yeah.
You see
Okay.
the familiar face of the tiny taxidermied frog in his overalls, looking his country best.
You now.
Gran is gonna take the homunculus out of his bag and start dressing it in his new clothing. Yeah, okay, here we go. I think if we just like tie this up here like that, and
The wings are a problem for the t-shirt that you have chosen.
Well-
Like,
we'll
kind
cut a
of
hole
like
in the back for those.
yeah. Then it's better.
We're gonna make it work.
Right. Otherwise, it was just like a big lump where the wings were, and yeah, it's no good. You make a couple of strategic slashes on the t-shirt.
Looking good. You got this.
Blinken, you whispered into your hands into this to this tiny dead frog. Um, grandmother, are you there? Um, and briefly, you see a greenish shine comes to one of the eyes, and its tiny little frog mouth opens and closes, as it says, "Little busy."
Oh,
And then like the light kind of fades out.
Well, that answers that question.
Okay.
Now I have more.
So do I, but we will have to wait, I guess. Maybe.
What do you think we are going to be waiting for her to finish wrecking the town?
No, for her to come to us. Maybe we should still figure out if we're gonna go to that temple. Maybe there will be something there, but I'll bring the frog just in case.
We
Mhm.
always bring the frog.
Yeah, always bring the frog. That should be our motto.
I'm good with that. And she puts it back into her magical bag and ties it back onto her waist.
So it was probably just, self-defense. The library did something, right?
Well, they said skeletons, right? I mean,
And then grandmother responded in turn, right?
mhm.
I mean, maybe she was trying to free herself, like, and take advantage of the chaos that we caused. And
I'm sure it has nothing to do with the zombie that we sent back to its
oh,
family.
well, that was,
Oh no!
unless this guy is just blowing it out of proportion. That's just one zombie. I mean, what's the worst that could happen with one zombie? I mean,
Well,
they can be a little dangerous, I guess, but
I mean, it took 3 of them to topple a statue, so.
But this guy, I don't know.
well,
Go
well, we're
ahead.
not going back there again.
no, I don't. If there's ever a question in our mind,
No.
resolved. Not going back there.
Mm.
If there's even a there, kind of wonder what the library might be like, but there's nothing we can do about that here.
The good news is probably nobody is chasing after us at the moment. A little preoccupied, right?
Optimism,
Mhm.
silver lining. It's helpful right now. Nobody's
That's
chasing
true.
after
Yeah.
us.
Maybe Grandma was just busy making more cookies. That's why she meant she was busy. We don't know.
There's a name for your homunculus cookie.
Mm. No,
No.
I don't think he's not a cookie. I mean, look at him.
Look at the shirt, though. He might be a cookie.
I think I'm going to call him. He looks like I'm going to call him Randy. Randall Aguinier.
Sounds nice.
Yeah.
Regal, even.
Well, I mean, he's my little boy. He should have my last name, right?
Mm-hmm. Do you guys do middle names? What if you get mad at him? What are you going to call him?
I'm going to call him Randall. But everybody can call him Randy.
Okay.
I think he likes it. I really can't read him too well right now. We're getting used to each other still.
Yeah, this little metal rat in a I love Cherry Springs t-shirt is just hovering around Gren.
All right, we got you the costume now. You can't fly around. People will notice that. Gotta be low key.
When you guys made a run to talk about this, did you bring Minerva or Gladness with you, or did you leave them in the other room with the other people?
I don't know. Would we have brought them?
I think we were kind of in a quick panic, so we
Yeah.
probably didn't. I don't know if Loyal would have
They'll be
grabbed
fine
Gladness.
downstairs, I'm sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, see you later. Okay, well, we could take it down a notch now because obviously Grandma's busy. She can't talk to us. We can't do anything until tomorrow, right? We're not gonna go to the, unless we want to, go to the temple at night.
I mean,
Could be cool.
we could.
We got these sweet cloaks. If we want to poke around a little bit. I'm not opposed.
I mean, you're not afraid of the dark, are you?
No. How dare you?
The exquisite darkness?
Are you afraid of the dark?
No.
Well, then that's two of us. Are you guys coming?
Sure.
All right.
I think we should check it out.
All right. If you guys head back downstairs, it has kind of cleared out. Like it is now conspicuously dead in the inn, as a lot of people have left after this excitement. Um, Gladness is just sitting at a table, like swinging her feet. And she's, oh, you guys, are you done with your meeting?
Sorry about that. Just just had to check the room quick. Actually thinking might go wander about the town, maybe check out the haunted tour. Gladness,
Should
if
I
you
go
want.
with you?
I mean, if you want to take a break and just kind of get a bit of rest, it's no one will fault you for it if you're a little tired after everything.
I mean,
And she looks at all of you in your very like concerned like expressions. I could stay here.
You do look a little tired. I mean, it might be good for you.
okay. Yeah. Yeah, Minerva and I could hang out, I guess.
Give each other back rubs.
Is that something that wizards do?
Well, you get tense because you're holding your arms up and casting. It's all tight. You could ask her. Maybe she doesn't have that problem.
I did not know.
Yeah, so she like walks over to Minerva and starts talking to her. And you guys are left to your own devices. You're gonna sneak out in the middle of
Let's go.
Yeah.
the night to go check this out.
Oh, give me a minute.
Do you have your map?
Oh, you got it. Wait, we got something to take care of here
I'll
first.
quick try
I got the
to
map. Yeah.
speak to the bartender a bit of at least bringing up business, and that it was part of the Artisans Guild and trying to essentially sell some of the alley brigade as some helpers if they wanted to try them out. They're new in town and could be looking for a bit of work, and seeing as how busy the Fallen Acorn Inn was, might have some fresh young talent to help you out a little bit.
Why don't you roll a persuasion check
I am going
to see how you can sell this band of riffraff.
I'm
How
gonna
dare you?
attempt to I'm gonna use the luck right away, or one of the advantages, because I know Scottish Chef gave us one previously. I've been holding on to just something like this. Please let this be good. Only a 16.
That's not bad. Um, yeah, he seems kind of open to it. Um, yeah, we are short-staffed. If they're talented, we could use a few people.
Well, we got a few people that I know will be a real good fit, and a few others that might just be helping hands. But why don't you? We can talk to them tonight, kind of give them a heads up. But if you want to give them a trial run tomorrow, feel free. We got I know Minx here. She's got one heck of a memory. Could probably help Miss Lilybell. She seemed to be a mite harried. Chords, of course, you saw was playing a bit of music and hanging out a bit. So that'll be could help as well. Stanley, that little half orc running around over there. He's got one heck of a palate. It sounds like you talk to Miss Lilybell. She'll probably remember him. Um, and the other
Our
two,
chef could definitely use some assistance in the back.
you know, I'll talk to them tonight, and they'll be ready for you. You kind of set them whatever you need to do. You try them out, and we'll try to get something down in the books after you learn a bit more. How's
All
that
right,
sound?
send them my way. Could
All
always
right.
use talent.
I'll we'll make sure they're up bright and early in the morning and checking in with you.
All right, he gives you a nod as he, is like mopping up the condensation and beer on the counter, and yeah, you think you secured a favorable interview, and it is what it is for if they're able to get jobs here or not, but
Yep.
it's a
I'll
possibility.
Yeah, I'll kind of head over to back to the group with a quick little rundown and say, well, this he's at least amenable to giving him a shot. So, Jillian, if you want to try to sell it to the Alley Brigade quick, they do have a pretty early check-in in the morning to at least check in with them and do what they can to sell themselves, and might have easy living working here.
All right. Thanks for what you did. I can sell them. They'll do this.
If
They
you can get
have
them
to
on the
do
straight and
this.
narrow, it'd have been worth it.
All right, Jillian will walk over to gosh, who might be sitting at the table still?
Chords is still
I'd like
over with
Chords,
one of the
actually.
musicians, or the older musician who was playing the banjo, and they're just talking now. They're not actually playing anymore, but there's not really anyone to play to, so they're just chatting.
You know what? I'll go to Chords because we're buddies. Um, sorry for interrupting. But Chords, can I just talk to you for a second? You can
Yeah,
go back.
yeah.
It'll be quick. So we might have found a way for you guys to be a little less in danger and desperate in the future. You know how we were kind of talking about earlier? Doing something that is going to make you a little money so you're not forced to do things that are going to get you thrown in jail again.
Yeah, we're so tired of, like, I don't think the guys want to do anything bad anymore.
I'm
That was
really,
scary, and yeah, none of us want to get caught again either. It's probably send us back, right?
yeah, it could be worse this time. I'm really glad to hear that you're saying that because Loyal, despite, what we did, kind of stuck his neck out and put in a good word for you guys with his official ways with the guild. And you guys can work here. Get paid a good wage.
In
Here.
the inn?
Yes, and you can start playing some music here. If you want to. I see you having a chat with the banjo person here. Like, what do you think of that? Would that be something you'd like to do? Wouldn't have to rob stores anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to. Yeah, I don't. That worked out really poorly for us. Um,
Yeah, I'll
yeah,
say.
I would love to get back on the straight and narrow.
This could just be a start, until you figure out your calling. I mean, you are great at this. This could be your calling. You could start writing some good stuff here where you don't have to
Yeah,
worry about
I
what's
got some
coming for
really good
you.
inspiration off those dead harpies. I could really,
Yeah,
I
I
feel like
saw.
I'm getting in the groove again.
Now this way you don't have to worry where your next meal is going to come from or whether you're going to have somewhere to sleep at night. You can just concentrate on writing and playing. I think I'm kind of happy that this is working out the way it is.
Are you gonna get a job here too?
We have something we have to deal with first. I hope that I can come back here. That's my plan. I mean, you're like my best friend, Cords. This is where I want to be. But these guys and I, we got some stuff we got to take care of first. You know how it is.
All right. I mean, it's cool that you did a lot for us, and you didn't have to, and I really appreciate that. I can't lie and say I'm not sad that you you don't you're not going to stay with us.
It's my goal to come back. I'm also not happy that I have to leave. I mean, we've been through a lot of stuff together. Love to go through a lot more stuff together. Just not the dangerous kind of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Be a dream of mine to just be able to sit here by the fireplace with you and drink cherry water every night until it was time for bed.
Oh,
That
sounds
is the
really
goal.
nice. It's been so long since, you know, everything wasn't messed up. And like I didn't feel like, we're either like hungry or in trouble or running from something. And I'm really sorry we kind of got y'all involved in that too. Um, I would like it if you came back after you finish whatever this is. Because, there's always room for you.
Cords, you're the best.
Yeah, he just gives you like a big hug. And
I hug him back and it becomes awkwardly long.
yeah, it is. It is awkwardly long. And he kind of like rubs one of his eyes, like, he tries to pretend like he didn't tear up a little. and um and then
I'll reach up
he
and
tries to like be cool.
I saw it. I'll reach up and wipe the rest of the tear off and I'll kiss him on the cheek.
Yeah. Yeah, he looks at you and his gaze like lingers a little too long, and then he's like, yeah, so I'll go tell the guys about
Yeah, good.
yeah.
That sounds good. That's a good Yeah.
They'll be really stoked about the jobs and all.
I think it'd be impossible not to be a great offer of safety and security.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see how it goes for them, which I will.
Yeah. I mean, a great new start. And that's all any of us had ever wanted, just like a chance to have like a nice life. So I hope you have a nice life too.
I hope
You're always welcome to come back.
we have a nice life, Quartz. Again, a very long, meaningful look.
Yeah. Yeah, he Okay.
Okay, break.
Okay. Yeah, yes, you definitely get the impression that Cords likes you back. Um he hasn't said it. And you can tell that he is kind of hurting knowing that you're leaving. And he doesn't want to say anything about it. Um and maybe he doesn't want to jinx it because you're leaving too. But he leaves to go find the rest of the guys who are probably in the room at this point. Um, Only Minerva and um, Gladness are still in the downstairs tavern area.
Jillian takes a deep breath, turns around, walks back to Loyal.
Yeah, you guys all kind of witnessed this. It was fairly obvious that there was some kind of like cutesy, like meaningful looks, too long hugs, um, kind of things going on over there across the room.
Jillian makes very little eye contact with everybody, and says that went well. They'll do it. Thank you, Loyal.
Glad it could help.
So we
Sure.
off to the temple?
Oh, yes. Probably do something a little reckless.
Let's do something reckless, please.
Okay, you guys set off with your paper folded map into the dark. Um, and following the map, do you guys want to do a group survival check to see how
Sure.
well you navigate this in the dark? I mean, you do have a map, so it won't be as difficult. Look at
Dirt.
Blinken.
Dirty 20.
Wow.
Nice.
Natural 1 from Loyal.
Okay.
13 from Jillian.
12 for Gren.
Yeah. Loyal, you find that it's hard to see in the dark. Um, and but you're able to kind of like keep an arm, like a hand on somebody's arm, and it helps you navigate through the dark brush and twisty trails into the forest as you follow this little um, like deer path into the woods.
I was looking for a well-worn trail. I didn't expect this little dinky thing going through the woods.
Not well lit. There's no artificial or magic lighting. But the moon is full. Um, so that is helping. But the canopy of trees is pretty dense. And
We have our.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. We have our cloaks on, right? Don't we?
If you want to, you've got
Mhm.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you are able to have additional um, benefits to your stealth because you are in the shadow of night. And yeah, you walk for a good hour or so into this foresty path before you start hearing the sound of running water, like a spring or a creek. and you are able to follow that tinkling noise. And you start to smell just a faintness of like cherry kind of flavoring on the breeze, and it does smell really good. Um, and you make your way through the brush, and before you, you see um, at first like crumbling bits of something that looks like it could have been a temple, or it could have been part of bigger objects that have kind of fallen and rolled apart. And eventually you come to a place where the brush opens up and you see in the moonlight this beautiful spring pool area with some like a little bit of a stream running off from one direction, and there's stones set into the pond where you could kind of walk across in places, and there is a ancient looking um, gate, uh, almost in the style of like the Japanese style. It's a like a victory gate kind of a thing, um, and across it it's been carved with runes that faintly glow in the moonlight.
Lincoln's in awe, just looking at it.
Grant is gonna go up to the runes. Is he able to, I don't know, like understand them or read them at all?
Um, why don't you do can you do an Arcana, or
Sure.
are you proficient in history, or
He actually is. Can I do a history check?
sure.
All right. Hey. I rolled a 3, so that's a total of 8.
This is old.
Guys, this is really old. I can't
I
read
knew
it.
it was old.
I can't read it.
Yeah, you haven't in your education in the books that you've read, you haven't heard of this. But it is very cool. Does anybody else want to give it a try? For You can tell me how you would use something if you want to use something other than Arcana or History. Blinken, do you want to lick the gate?
Yes, but I don't know what kind of check that would be.
Does it seem like it's actually writing, or is it just like runes?
Um, it's a little hard to tell. It is, they are like runes, but you don't know if it's a runic language or not, without uh, deciphering or possibly, casting a read languages spell, or, um, so, I mean, it looks pretty, but you don't necessarily know the meaning.
Oh, grandmother did did help me out do something. Uh, let me try something, and I will cast comprehend languages.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you cast comprehend languages, and um, just briefly to your eyes, the runes kind of illuminate, and before they fade a little bit, and they swim before your eyes, and you you see um, vaguely the words rearrange in a way, um, and in a language that you can understand. And they, it seems to say, um, gateway to beyond. So it implies that this is a portal as opposed to um, just a pretty part of a temple that has fallen down.
Blinken
Well,
would.
yeah,
Go
we're
ahead.
definitely at a bit of an interesting temple or such. It seems that this is a gateway to beyond. Seems literal, but probably isn't very literal. So maybe just tread carefully and not turn off the cherry springs. Hopefully,
Blinken would want to look around for anything that looks like it recently had been used. For example, if Loyal's reading it and it said something like portal or anything like that, is there anything that looks like it's not dusty, it's not old, like something's touched it before?
Well, I mean, surprisingly, it doesn't look dusty. So there's a chance that this has been somebody's been taking care of this. Um, so I guess most of it doesn't look dusty.
Can it, Blinken can look at Loyal and say, is there a way to get in? Do you see a way to get in?
we should just be able to walk through. I expect, right?
Yeah, I mean it's ruins, right? It's not like, is it like a sealed off building?
To your eye, it looks like just um, like an arch that you could walk through, but you can just see the other side. There's
Mm-hmm.
nothing, it just looks like a plain stone archway.
What are the like looking at getting up close and looking at like any kind of tracks leading up to it and then on the other side of the arch? Like does anything suddenly stop or does it look is there anything that would go straight through that we can see?
Um, what? I It doesn't. There's some decorative carving um on the floor on either side um of this gate. But you're not sure if you need to turn it on or if it you just walk through and it's fine. Um or how or where it would go.
Can I look around for a stick or something with the intention of just putting it across the threshold?
Okay. Yeah, you can find a stick.
Just to see what might happen. Anything.
Yeah, you wield your stick around and plunge it into the space inside the gate, and nothing happens.
Seems fine, you guys. Should we just go through?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. I'll just go first because I'm probably right in front of it with the stick.
Um, yeah, you boldly walk through the gate and walk out the other side. You turn
Throw the
around
stick
and
down.
you see your friends behind you.
I go.
Blinken Blinken walks right behind Jillian and is like, I don't know what you were worried about. I wasn't worried.
Lincoln, you notice the as you walk through the gate, the runes have kind of a quality to them, where they sort of reflect the moonlight, um, and you wonder if this has anything to do with the quality of the phase of the moon, or or if it could be moon related as well, because you are um, a moon cleric.
Can I investigate them further?
Yes.
I want to. Blinken wants to walk up and touch, and then smell, and then possibly lick the runes.
Yeah. You press your hands against the stone and you feel a connection with something very old and special, and you've had this feeling before, um, around some of the very old architecture of your home temple, that this gives you a deja vu kind of familiar vibe to it. And you reach out and you lick the stone, and it you taste the feeling of, um, like arcane energy, as you lick it. And at that moment, uh, you notice, and everyone else notices, that you are not alone. You turn around, and there are tree-like creatures, who have popped out of uh, the underbrush around you, that are now surrounding and watching you as you do this. And that is where we're ending the night. So
Too
you'll have
worried
to
about
wait
it.
until our season finale, next week, to find out what is going to happen as you guys are, um, in an archway, in a magical, seemingly temple, surrounded by some kind of forest tree creatures. Um, what could happen?
What could possibly go wrong?
We'll see if this is a battle. Um, All right. So thank you guys so much for joining us and for watching us role play tonight. As my characters and players tried to figure out what was going on after they ran out of town and now they're on the run. Um, but they're still under contract with Grandma, who apparently had a zombie jamboree back home in LSR during the Spring Festival. Um, yeah. So uh, like we said before, we have a giveaway tonight. So if you haven't entered, we are giving away a $10 promo code for one lucky winner to purchase digital loot over at the Troll Lord Games website. So please type exclamation point drawing into the chat for your chance to win. And while we're doing that, I'm going to go around the table, and my players are going to introduce themselves one last time and tell us where we can find you. Let's start with Tara.
Hi, my name is Tara. I go by Your Know Me and Your Know Me 2 on a lot of different platforms, including Discord, the Book of Faces, the Clock app, the Threads app. You can find me on Insta. Just look for this beautiful little face.
Wonderful. Shelly.
Hey yo, it's Shelly, also known as Flea Monkey, also known as Hey, it's Flea Monkey on Instagram and Threads. You can find me tomorrow night back here on this channel doing a little bit more Shadow Dark, from starting at 5, I guess, kind of early, and back here next Tuesday doing Greyhawk. And then for the finale here on Thursday.
Well, if you haven't checked out Shadow Dark yet, it is a really fun game. It's spooky and the shadows are alive.
Yes.
So definitely check them out. Check them out on Friday, or come by our Discord and see if there are other times you can play, because we like connecting people and playing games. Next up, Tithalanos.
Hi everyone, my name is Ty Thalanos. You can find me everywhere. as Tithalanos. Feel free to connect with me. And let's see. Yeah, let's see. Actually, tomorrow, I'll be joining Shelly as well in the Shadow Dark, and I know for a fact we're gonna have a couple deaths. So feel free to join us. It'll be an interesting time, and can't wait to see what happens.
Last but not least, Andy.
Probably.
Yep. We're gonna take a break for the summer. All right, and I am Minnesota Muse, also Ashley, and you can find me as Minnesota Muse on our Discord, on Blue Sky, or as Minnesota Muse 99 on Threads. I'm also on our Tuesday night Heroes of Greyhawk, so come by and check that out too. We have a really good time. All right, are we doing the giveaway? Okay. Yeah, if you haven't entered yet, this is your time. All right. So, without further ado, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and is it going to be one of us?
You know me.
Yeah, you won. Thank you guys so much. We really appreciate you showing your support and hanging out with us and watching us do weird stuff. And we hope you come back next week. So until then, thank you so much and have a wonderful evening. Bye.
Bye.